What's good, YouTube? It's your boy 773 Josh, and I want to welcome you guys to my brand new channel, 773 Josh Trades. And within this channel, I want to drop a lot of different trading content. Um, for those that don't know, if this may be your first time actually seeing me or visiting this channel or any channel of mine, I do have another channel called 773 Josh, and starting out years ago, I did sneaker videos. Then I got into entrepreneurship and business, and I started dropping mixed videos of trading, business, entrepreneurship, stuff like that. And I just kind of came to a realization like, okay, let me create separate channels to focus on certain things so that I could give more value within these different areas. And so I want to start this channel off with just letting you guys know why I personally actually got into trading 4 years ago. Right now it's 2025. I've been trading ever since I was 19 years old. I'm 23 right now, turning 24 in March. And, for me personally, trading was something that I was hearing a lot about years before I started trading myself. And it was something that I was really like, it was never a thought in my mind whether I was going to actually start trading or not. Like, that was never a plan of mine. It was never really a goal. But it kind of got to a point to where I started realizing the path that I was headed down. In 2019, this was a very pivotal moment of my life because I graduated high school, and as you guys know, it's a transition that you make from just being, a child, high school student. Now you start to step into being 18, 19, stuff like that. Then you make that decision whether you're going to go off to college or whether you're going to find a different route. And always I've kind of had the feeling ever since I was like a sophomore that I really didn't want to go to college. And it was simply because I had big entrepreneurship like desires, and school kind of already proved itself to me that I was going to be learning a lot of information that I really wasn't going to ever apply, into my life to help me in my current situation. So to kind of give you guys the leading up to trading throughout high school, going into high school, just starting there. My family, I got a lot of siblings, and we went through a lot of different financial struggles to where I could just think back to being a freshman, my first day of school. I didn't even really have school supplies, still had the same book bag from the past previous years. I didn't have more school clothes. I didn't have any of that, and my dad was kind of like, yeah, well, I don't have it right now. You got to wait till I get paid again. And I'm like, well, I go to school today, so what am I going to do? And so I don't discredit my parents for anything. My parents kind of had me at a younger age. My dad, I believe, was my age now. He was 23. My mom, I believe, was like 21 years old when I was born. And so, they were young, they were still figuring out life. And so imagine still being 21, 23, still figuring out your own life. And then you have other lives to take care of. You kind of are off to a disadvantage than the average person who just living focusing on themselves. And so I don't really fault my parents for what, my life was like coming up. I truly thank them because they easily could have gave up. They easily could have set me and my siblings up for adoption. They could have easily been bad parents, but they were great parents. And we just was dealt the cards that we was dealt. And so I truly believe that they did the best that they can do. And I'm grateful for all that they've done because it made me who I am today. And so throughout high school, going into high school, another big thing was I had an Android. And at the time, it was like everybody was having iPhones now, it was Kick, Uvu, and Uvu was slowly fading out, and it was like FaceTime. And so I still had the Android, and I'm like, last thing I really want to do is not have no clothes, not have no shoes, and then when I meet girls and I'm talking to folks, I got this weak Android, I need to get an iPhone. And so right before school, I ended up getting enough money to buy an iPhone 4 off of eBay. And the phone came in the mail and it was broken. And so I started watching YouTube videos and I taught myself how to fix iPhones. And so it was literally within like the second week of school, third week of school, I'm starting to realize that everybody in the school has a broken phone. And I started making money. I started offering to fix people's phone. Originally, people didn't really trust it. Had a few people that finally trusted me. I fixed their phones. Then it started spreading word all around the entire school that I was the guy to fix iPhones. And so this was my starting point of making money. I never I never was really just earning hundreds of dollars. You know, I used to cut grass with my grandfather. I was a hustler. I used to go cut other people's grass on my own after my grandfather got me into it. And me making money fixing iPhones, I was literally having $400 weeks, $500 weeks, and, you know, making good starting income that then allowed me to help myself get the school supplies, get the clothes. Then I started buying sneakers. And so at this same moment of me now buying clothes and shoes for this new school year, I started watching YouTubers like, what is Sneakerhead in the Bay, Kais Omar. I'm watching these sneaker YouTubers reviewing sneakers and stuff like that, and reselling sneakers too. And so I'm like, man, this is what I really want to get into. I want to have all of the J's. I want to have all of the drip. I want to be that guy, you know. And so I started off in a Facebook group, literally cleaning. I would buy beat up shoes, clean them up, trade them for two pairs, get the two pairs, sell the two pairs, get enough money to get one good pair, get the one good pair, trade the one good pair for two okay pairs. And I literally just built it up. Like, if I could find it, I'll add pictures showing you guys the transformation of my sneaker collection. And so I also started making YouTube videos and things like that within this moment as well. And then it got to the point to where I transferred schools, and I really got deeply into reselling sneakers. I got access to software that was helping me win the sneaker drops. I was pulling up to all of the different sneaker stores from Indiana to Chicago, making connections, flirting with the girls to get the sneakers early, get the shoes back door. And I started really, really getting heavy into the sneaker game. And so that's where I started making the most money that I ever made in my life. Like, I was literally making thousands of dollars in a day just off of sneakers, going to sneaker conventions. I had sneaker customers in Dubai, and I'm texting them acting like I'm older than what I am. I'm 17 years old. Like, yeah, I got work, but when I get off work, then I could ship the shoe because I'm at school, and I'm not trying to tell him I'm a sophomore. I'm a junior at high school. And so it was really, really crazy how things was like really happening for me, and I would love this so much because I was kind of able to help my parents out more. I was able to, you know, get my necessities. Like, my parents never bought me a pair of Jordans. Like, actually, my dad bought me one pair of Jordans when I was in like elementary school. It was like a pair of D-Wade Jordans. It was like when D-Wade was signed with Jordan. It was like some fusions or something like that. But that was like the only pair of Jordans that my parents ever bought me. My parents never bought me an iPhone. They never bought me my MacBook. All of my phones I bought on my own. All of my clothes ever since I was like a sophomore, ever since like freshman year, I bought all my clothes on my own and things like that. And I was happy to be able to do that because it took off a burden of my parents, because I had younger siblings that they still had to provide for. So it was less money that they actually had to put out. And so from there, making all of this money selling shoes, I'm starting to now get older, and I got, you know, I'm 19, turning 20. I'm 19 at this point, and I'm seeing my friends, you know, already starting their progress in college, and I'm seeing other friends jump in career fields or trade schools and things like that. And that was my plan, was to get into construction. But because of COVID, all of those plans got thrown out the window to where I had to kind of find like a backup plan, and that was just me hustling. I was doing DoorDash, Instacart, reselling shoes, fixing iPhones, doing YouTube, editing other people's YouTube videos, creating intros for money. And I was just burning myself out to the point to where I had a car. I bought my first car on my own, and with my car, I was doing DoorDash and all this stuff. I'm driving to Detroit from Chicago. I'm driving to Indiana from Chicago to further parts of the suburbs and stuff like that. Just dropping off shoes on a daily basis. Picking up shoes, reselling shoes, flipping shoes, shipping shoes out. And doing DoorDash and Instacart, I was putting so many miles on my car to where I'm like, man, I'm going to burn my car out. And I don't even got enough money just stacked away, put away for me to even go get a new car. And I'm paying a car note too. So I'm like, you know what? I got to slow down, settle down. Let me get a job. I got the job at Amazon, and this was August or September of 2020. And I didn't start trading until November, right? So I had the job at Amazon. I'm still reselling shoes, doing everything else. And so what I'm realizing is that I was kind of falling into the same pattern that my parents was in, having 2 to 3 different jobs, just literally trying to duplicate themselves, but not realizing that you can only make money from the job when you're there, you know? So you having 3 jobs, you just putting yourself in 3 different places. Like, yeah, some jobs might limit your hours, so then you might need that second backup job, but working 3 jobs is only really beneficial as if your other jobs ain't putting you on a schedule. But if you got a job that's willing to put you on a schedule for majority of the time, then having multiple jobs don't mean that you're going to make more money. And so that's what I'm realizing. I'm doing Amazon, I'm doing DoorDash, but I'm only able to make money from Amazon when I'm there. I'm only able to make money from DoorDash when I'm there. I'm only making money off shoes when I'm selling them, dropping them off, picking them up, all of that stuff. So it's like I'm trying to turn myself into different people a day for these 5 different streams of income when only one of them is progressing when I'm there. So I'm like, I gotta create passive income. So I start Googling and researching, what does it take to become rich? What does it take to become wealthy? And I just kept seeing invest, 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 invest. So I went to YouTube and I'm looking up YouTube videos, how to start investing. And then I'm seeing people drop trading videos, how I went from $100 to $10,000 trading Forex and this and that. And I'm just like, what? Then I'm watching the videos. I'm like, oh, he's a capper. He's a liar. And I'm just scrolling video by video by video. And honestly speaking, I was more confident when I started watching the videos than before I started watching the videos. No, I was more confident before I started watching the videos than when I started watching the videos, because they started using terminology and stuff that I did not understand. And I would go to the comment section looking for help, and there was no help. And other people was commenting months prior and wasn't getting a response. So I'm kind of at this point to where I'm like, you know what? This might not just be for me. Let me just keep focused on what I'm doing. And that's what happened. And then I seen a friend that I went to high school with. And this guy got me into trading. I joined the educational platform. Some of you guys may have heard of it. It was called I Am Academy. And I joined I Am Academy in November of 2020. And I started making money trading, and it wasn't because I knew how to trade, but it was because of the community and the apps and stuff like that platform had that was sending me trades and stuff to make money. So I just knew how to copy and paste the signals, and I was making money doing that. And then it kind of got to the point where I was like, you know what? I'm making money, but I'm losing money. And when I'm losing money, it's sometimes more than what I'm making. How do I balance this out? Like, is this really how it just works? It seemed like I'm gambling because I didn't know how to calculate what I was risking and what I had the ability to make. And so that's really how I got into trading, you guys, and why I got into trading was because I realized that at the end of the day, you could work super duper hard, but that passive income is the only thing that could allow you to start to live life more when you don't have to put your time into actually earning the money. And so, you know, trading has completely changed my life, not just financially, but it's developed me to figure out certain areas of my life that I needed to grow and develop in. Trading really exposes you. And not only just that, I was able to build a growing community of hundreds of people all around the world, helping them make money trading and generate other streams of income as well. So I wanted to create this YouTube channel to kind of be more of a relatable person. People within my community call me Mr. Make It Make Sense. And it's because I'm great with analogies. I'm great with dumbing down trading and making it make a little bit more sense for the person who is really like brand new to it. And so I figured, why not make this YouTube channel? Why not give you guys some value? Why not tell my stories and allow you guys to track the progress of my trading journey and the journey of the people that I'm working with within my community, and even giving you the opportunity to get further inside mentorship and opportunity with myself. So if you are somebody that's looking to learn how to get into trading, you've tried different things, and you're just ready for that thing, that one resource that could really help you get the progress that you want, I'm very, very confident that my community, our resources, and our tools can do that. And I'm very, very excited to show you guys throughout the rest of this channel, throughout the rest of my content, more of how you could really see the insides and understanding how valuable and beneficial it truly could be. So if you guys are excited for this journey, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. This is how I actually started trading Forex. And if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. And if you want to see any specific videos from me, also let me know. All of my contact information will be in the description box below. Follow me on all my social medias, turn on post notifications, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next video. Let's get it.